playing these types of games, you often learn a lot about who is going to be important in your squad. And I think tonight we learned that about some of these players. Chiesa, Jones, Endo, Ekitike. I think there's a lot of players we can talk about, but the first one I want to talk about is Federico Chiesa, because he was absolutely unbelievable tonight. One of my favorite performances, probably his best ever performance in a Liverpool shirt. Let me know in the comments, who did you think was Liverpool's best player tonight? But I think the first player we have to talk about is Federico Chiesa. Chiesa has had to endure some of the toughest spells I think he'll ever have to go through mentally. You think about the injuries that he's obviously had, the fitness issues that he's had to deal with, obviously being left out of the Champions League squad as well. It has been a really tough career for him at Liverpool. But tonight, I think he showed that he can add value to this team. And that is so, so important going forward. I think being left out of the Champions League squad, a lot of players would have down tools, and he has not done that. He has tried to stand up and show that he has the quality to be able to add to this team. And tonight, he wins the ball back for Isak to get his debut goal. And we're going to talk about a little bit about him in a second. But he wins the ball back. He helps him get his debut goal. Then the second half, he's constantly pressing, constantly trying to lead the attack, and then sets up Ekitike after a brilliant run, lays it on a play from, then go and get the winner for Liverpool. In a game where I think overall, the whole game itself lacked a lot of quality. But tonight, Chiesa showed why I think he does still have a potential place in this Liverpool team. He could have potentially left in the summer. He said he wanted to stay, fight for his place. I think Arne Slot maybe made him some promises that maybe haven't been fulfilled so far, because I think being left out of the Champions League squad, if he had been told that at the start of the season, I don't think he would have stayed. But I think tonight we've seen his quality, and I'm so, so happy for him, as most Liverpool fans would be. Some other positives. Isak, 45 minutes. I think it was probably set from the start that Isak was going to get 45 minutes. Ekitike was going to get 45 minutes, or until he got sent off. But Isak, I think you're starting to see he's gathering a little bit of momentum, which is going to be important, because I think Ekitike is going to be missing against Crystal Palace now. Isak is, when he's going to be fully fit, I think he will be the starting striker. And even the goal tonight, when you think about the ball comes into him, a lot of strikers would have just smacked that across the goal. And you can see he actually waits for the ball to come to him, and he just puts a delicate little touch, goes over the Southampton keeper, and then it's just it looks like a very simple goal, but that is a very difficult thing to do, to have the patience just to let the ball come to you, when the striker is bearing down on you, and then just to slightly dink it over him. So really impressive. Obviously happy for him to get off the mark, because I think that's important, just to get his confidence back up. He hasn't played a lot of football so far, but I think with Isak, the quality that he is going to bring to this team is just going to be absolutely insane. We are coming to the moment where we do start to see, not decline, I wouldn't say, I don't think that's the right word, but it's kind of like the transition away from a player that has led this Liverpool team for the best part of a decade. And I think Isak is going to be that player that takes that reign, and someone that I think we do need that to happen from. Salah is not going to be here forever, and I think Isak is ready to take that next step in his career and his development and become the front runner for Liverpool. Now, the good thing is they'll have a good season. So what could that mean for Liverpool come the end of the season? What type of trophies will they lift? But really impressive with Isak, and delighted that he got off the mark. Then Ekitike, his strike partner, or partner in crime, or his competitor, or whatever it is, thought he looked really good when he came on. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who was you most impressed by? I think Chiesa probably lead it, but I think Ekitike, when he comes on, he's some very silky touches, and he's very good at getting involved in the game. I don't think the game passes him by, which sometimes I think if you look at, like, say, the likes of Nunes, like if you look at, Nunes are probably the main one if you're thinking of it, that sometimes the game is just passed him by. He wasn't really involved, but Ekitike loves to get involved, drop into spaces, pick up the ball, and then he's obviously able to get on the end of things, like he did tonight for the goal. I think he just made a mistake for the taking his top off, and just a rush of blood to the head, and now he's going to miss the game against Crystal Palace, which is infuriating, because I think we would have liked to have had him for that game. But listen, it's one game. Hopefully we can manage it. Isak is obviously after getting more minutes in the legs. Got 45 minutes tonight, and I think we will be able to manage it, and we should have enough to hopefully get a win against Crystal Palace away, which I think will be probably one of our toughest games of the season. 100%. Overall, absolutely delighted with the performance. In terms of some other things that you'd want to talk about, Leone looked really good up until obviously the injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. It looked like he just went down maybe a bit rough on it's kind of like grass concrete, isn't it? So hopefully it's not too bad, but he did look like he was in a lot of pain. In terms of other performances that were pretty poor, I thought like Joe Gomez really struggled. He gave the ball away a lot. Endo, I think, some sloppy passes. Jones, the game kind of passed him by. He wasn't really involved. I think these are the types of moments where you're looking at those players and you're hopefully looking to say, can they take their opportunities? Top Frimpong was in and out of the game. Still kind of waiting for him to maybe ignite his Liverpool career. I know he had an injury just before the last international break, but some positives, a lot of positives, but I think some, not concerns, but like you want to see a little bit more from these types of players. When they're given their opportunities, you want to see them take it, and I don't think some of them did tonight, but there's going to be a lot more matches throughout the season. I think we're going to get to see a lot more. They will get more opportunities, but it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who are you most impressed by? Who do you want to see a little bit more of? Who do you think should maybe get more opportunities? If you enjoyed the comment, or if you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And yeah, I shall see you all on the next one. Cheers, guys.